on live. Welcome, Facebook, YouTube. Everyone out there, this is Adam Realty, and we are breaking down Central Housing Report for December of 2022. Let's check out how the year of 2022 ended. We're live. We're going back. 2022. Let's see how December of 2022 ended. We're going to cover that. Good, bad. A lot of things a little bit. You might be surprised. Inventory is way up. We're going to talk about that. Well, as we all know, the real estate market's cooled off a little bit, just like the weather we had during Christmas. And but the strange things about it is, inventory is way up, and we're going to talk about that. But prices are too. So this is kind of weird. Usually doesn't work that way, but let's go ahead and dissect it. So should we talk about the good or bad first? Anybody? Bad? Bad first? All right. So let's talk about the bad. And I guess it depends if you're a buyer or seller. So because there's pros and cons, but really, if you're a buyer or if you're a realtor, this is a really good time. I love where the market is because, our brokerage, at Ashmont, we represent buyers and sellers. And right now it's pretty even, meaning buyers can push the envelope a little bit in getting some, concessions or lower, under asking price on purchases and things like that, which we couldn't do the last couple years. So let's talk about bad. That's the consensus here in the room. We're going to talk about the bad stuff first. So as we all know, one thing that really cooled off the market, which was intentional, was rising interest rates. So in December of 2022, the average mortgage rate was around 6.5. And that's right now, it goes like this, guys. For anyone that doesn't understand interest rates can vary by day. It has to do with the treasury and the bond market. We're not going to get in that today, but rates are pretty close to that today, as in January 20th of 2023. But the one thing I want to preface is that when you have a client, or if you're a buyer watching this video, that, there's a saying that you marry your home, not your mortgage. And the reason why I'm going to say that is because of this next statistic. Okay. Even though inventory is really high, and I haven't showed you the number yet, but inventory is high, guys, really high. Okay. And I'm going to show you the statistic here in a second. But even though inventory is really high and there's a lot of opportunity for buyers, okay, a lot of opportunity for buyers to get good deals on properties. The average home sold for 9.4% more, not less. There's more inventory, remember, more to choose from, more to wheel and deal on, but 9.4% more than a house last December of 2021. So that's weird. That's kind of an odd, with the whole basic economics, supply and demand. How can you have more supply, but the prices keep going up? So if you have a buyer that might not want to buy a home, or if you are a buyer and you're trying to wait it out with the rate increases, and you're trying to wait for the mortgage rates to lower, I don't know how much it's going to off of that 6.5. Maybe it goes to 5.5. Maybe we'll see this spring. But every month that you're waiting, that the home prices keep escalating. Okay, because last year was rough. Starting in February, March, home sales. I mean, it was like a roller coaster at Cedar Point. I mean, it was straight down. But the home prices still kept going up. So don't buy a home because of your interest rate right now. Don't do that, because you can refinance down the road if needed, because every month you're waiting, those home prices go up. So just think about it. If you looked at a $400,000 house December of 2021, that $400,000 house is now worth $440,000. So you didn't buy the house because interest rates went up a couple percent, but now you're going to have to pay 40 grand more than that $400,000 house a year ago. So don't delay your home purchase on mortgage rates. Mortgage rates probably will dip a little bit. That's what they're thinking in the spring, but home prices keep going up. So with that being said, I'm going to talk about inventory, because the inventory, like I said, has gone way up, but yet prices have gone up. So it doesn't make a lot of economical sense. But inventory rose 36% compared to December of 2021. So we have 30% more homes on market than we did a year ago. Okay. And the reason why is because buyers just aren't getting in the buyer pool. They are sitting on the sidelines, which they shouldn't. If you're going to buy a home, you need to do it. Like I mentioned before. But that's just what's going on. There's a lot of inventory out there, buyers, a lot, which means you can get some decent deals. And being a realtor, being in the trench of things, what I'm seeing is, sellers are still listing their home top dollar, but no one's paying them top dollar for it, typically. Okay. So what they're doing is they're listing their house top dollar, which is forcing the purchase price, to keep exceeding, but you can come in under list and buy homes for under list price. And I'm going to show you another good statistic. Homes in December of 2022, so last month, homes spent an average of 29 days on market. All right. Last year at that time, they were almost half the time. They were at 18 days, a little less than half. So it's showing that there's homes sitting on market. I can tell you, over the last several closings that we had at the brokerage over the last couple weeks, I think only one of them sold over list. And if you asked me that question in December of 2021, it would be probably almost all of them or at list price. So things are changing. Things are changing really quick. So I guess, word of advice for anyone out there, I like this time where the market is. We're kind of back in that 2015-16 home sales amount of homes that are being sold. We have similar buyers. Obviously, rates are a little higher. The days of 3% interest rates are gone. It'll never come back. It's never been there in the history of of lending. We've had rates that low, so I'm guessing we'll never see those again. But don't let that be the deterrent, buyer, to going out there and purchasing something, because every day you wait, that home that you're looking at is appreciating, and people are paying more for homes, this month than they did a year ago. So even though there's more selection. So with that being said, get off the sideline, buyers. Start looking. Spring's almost here, which means there'll be more competition for you. So I hope that helps. Buyers and sellers, it's a win-win for everybody. It's 50-50.